What could be different about the mountains?
Every part of Himalayas has its own mood, magic, and atmosphere. And today we're gonna tell you about 3 parts of Himalayas where we've been and how they are different.
We're gonna look at Darjeeling, Harshil, and Manali.
Darjeeling, it's actually the first mountains I've ever visited in my life, so it makes a big impression on me. First of all, lots of tea gardens. That's actually why I love chai and tea now, because I've tried it there and now I know the real taste of fresh leaves of chai. This is beautiful. Second, it's very narrow lanes with steep elevations, and it's actually magical. We were driving on a bike and I could actually feel like I'm a part of this beautiful scenery, not just observing from a car from my own box, but actually being a part there. That was amazing. But I also got super scared.
I remember when we were driving into the sunset on that hill.
Yeah, and you told me that our brakes are not working and we were going really deep down. I got really scared because I actually thought that we can just fall off and we will be the part of the
You
scenery
wouldn't fall
forever.
off. I'm riding. Why would you fall off if I'm riding?
I know that you're a good rider, but I was still scared. When we actually reached Darjeeling, I was just mesmerized. People there, completely different. Well, they're also open-hearted and welcoming like all people of India, but they have this super deep sense of calmness. Nothing rushes there. People are so calm.
And they're so sweet, no?
They're very sweet. And what we also noticed, they have completely different attitude towards animals. They really caring about animals. They love them. They are a part of their lives, and that surprised me also as well. So, if you want to observe and feel this calmness, to have a nice cup of tea, read a book, or paint a picture, Darjeeling is definitely a place you need to visit.
You go to Manali and it's a completely different scenery. Tourists, crowds. Well, you should go a little bit off season. Like I go always off season, much more better. How they say it in India, zyada better hai. So in Manali, you have everything. You have restaurants, you have a lot of tourist places, you have a lot of incredible, like absolutely stunning, beautiful views. And the beauty of it that it's all mixed with the most ancient temples that you could probably even think of. One of my most favorite temples there is Manu temple, where the humanity begins, where Manu brought the boat. We all know the story of the Grand Flood. And something interesting about this story, because if you look at Christianity, there is Noah and Noah's boat,
Yeah.
and he was taking all the animals. If you're looking at Vedas, there is Manu. Like scriptures there are confirming it, scriptures here are confirming it. Having this thing coming up thousands kilometers apart in different regions of the world tells you that it's actually true. The only thing Christians don't know that actually Noah, or we call him Manu, he came on his boat here in Manali. Also, right nearby, you have a beautiful, one of my most favorite places, Vashist. The temple of Vashist Muni is so beautiful. I like the structure and architecture of stone and wooden temple. You go inside and you have this incredible opportunity just to soak yourself in a natural hot spring. In winter, when it gets colder, it's much better. Like there are no people. You can just sit there sometimes with a friend of yours that came with you or by yourself and just immerse and soak into this. And it's so rejuvenating. It's so rehealing. Like I think same goes for all the region of mountains, like clean air, crystal water, beautiful natural fruits and vegetables. After several days being there, you feel so rejuvenated.
This is the magic of being in mountains.
And now we get to Harsil or Gangotri. This is probably as raw as I got close to nature. Yes, very austeric, very raw. You have colder weather, you have colder water. If in Manali you can find more luxurious and more cushy hotels with comfier rooms and all that, when you go higher or when you go like norther of India, things they change. Like we stayed in a beautiful homestay in Harshil, beautiful people. They were taking care of us. They were making us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and everything was amazing. But there was this one little but. There was very small water heater that couldn't run properly, and there was like a bucket, and you would take a snan in the bucket. It's really good. Then we traveled to Gangotri, amazing place where Ganges take its roots, where it begins, the waters of Bhagirathi. It was 3 degrees outside, and we traveled over 900 kilometers in one go just to take a snan there. So there was like no going back. The water was freezing. It was so cold. I'm sure it was below zero, and the only reason it wasn't in ice because of the so fast current that the ice particles they're just not able to stuck with each other. Unfortunately, we couldn't enter the Ganga temple because of the massive, tremendously long queue, and we were on the clock. We had to go back literally the next day. This is where so many pilgrims they go to seek blessings, they go to ask for fulfillment of their desires, they commit tapasya. It's also beautiful to experience India like that. India shouldn't always be like rich and comfortable. For me, mountains is very special place, is where I go to reconnect with myself, is where I go to rejuvenate, to reheal myself, and to associate with local people. I realize that people in the mountains, they're so different. They live in this very slow pace.
Yeah.
They're grounded. There is no rush. They have time for everything. And first of all, they have time for their life. They have time for themselves. And as you were mentioning about Darjeeling and people liking animals, in particular, I would say dogs. Same goes for majority of the people in the mountain region. I think because they all worship Lord Shiva and Parvati Durga,
Yeah, Durga Mata.
and Lord Shiva is protector of dogs. He shelters dogs, and people very well understand that if you're worshiping Lord Shiva, you cannot be kicking around dogs because you're going then to somebody who shelters them and you're asking for his mercy.
So, if you want a slow phase in your life to sit and enjoy chai, go to Darjeeling. If you want to have both spiritual and touristic attractions, go to Manali.
If you want to have something more adventurous, you go to Harshil. But then again, I haven't been yet to places like Spiti Valley. I haven't been to Leh, Ladakh. This is somewhere that is more bizarre, more severe, more raw, more natural, and I'm very much looking forward to go and visit all these places. Down in the description, you will be able to find the link of full trip to Harshil if you are interested.
And also about Darjeeling as well.
Subscribe, stay with us, and we're gonna explore India together.
And make you fall in love with it once again.